This is Joy of Heaven, Saint of the Day for September 21st, as we celebrate the feast of Saint Matthew the Evangelist's Day. Saint Matthew was one of Jesus' 12 apostles. He was a tax collector until Jesus called him to be an apostle. Saint Matthew repented of his past sins and became a holy follower of Christ. Saint Matthew was also the New Testament says that Saint Matthew was the son of a man named Alphaeus. Matthew was a Galilean, and it is likely that he was born in Galilee. The Gospels sometimes refer to him by the name of Levi. The Gospels also tell us that Matthew was a tax collector. Though Matthew was a Jew, other Jews despised him because his profession included working with Roman authorities and because tax collectors often extorted people for their own personal gain. Matthew's profession as a tax collector also meant that he was probably able to read and write in Greek and Aramaic. Matthew was working in Capernaum collecting taxes when Jesus came to Matthew's collection booth and said, "Follow me." After hearing these words, Matthew got up and followed Jesus. Matthew left his old life as a tax collector behind. As one of Christ's disciples, Matthew followed him and observed his ministry firsthand. Matthew was also one of the witnesses of Jesus' ascension into heaven. After the ascension, Matthew initially withdrew to the upper room with the other apostles. It is not known for certain where Matthew ministered and preached the gospel after Pentecost, but some early church fathers, including Saint Irenaeus and Saint Clement of Alexandria, assert that Matthew preached the gospel to Jews in and around Judea before traveling elsewhere to preach. Matthew wrote his gospel around the year 41 or 50 AD. He wrote it in Aramaic so that the Jewish people could read it. His gospel was aimed particularly at a Jewish audience. It is written from the perspective of a Jew, and he frequently references the Old Testament